Hi, and thank you for joining our session today. My name is Adam Aruda, and I'm part of the software product management team here at Zebra Technologies. Today, I'm going to take you through our upcoming roadmap of new tools and solutions and an overall portfolio review. Look forward to explaining what's coming and getting your feedback on how we're doing in the marketplace. To start, I thought I'd begin discussing Mobility DNA. Mobility DNA is a suite of enterprise applications that we offer that are designed to help maximize your mobile users' productivity while minimizing the IT complexities involved in managing a mobile fleet of devices. Our goal is to offer you secure solutions for every stage of your device lifecycle, including staging, management, and support. The goal of Mobility DNA is to really simplify the life cycle of your device and lower the total cost of ownership, helping you drive greater business outcomes. Now, Mobility DNA is really broken into 5 key pillars that you can see here: integrate, secure, stage, manage, and optimize. And for each of these, there's a number of tools that are there that allow customers to gain greater visibility, management, and control of their devices. In the integration side, we allow both native and HTML5 apps to access the lower level Android value adds that we've included on our devices. On the security side, not only do we provide regular and aggressive Android updates, but we offer tools to help customers provide a tailored experience on device, removing the standard Android interface and providing a custom one that works for your business. On the deployment side, we're really focused on 2 things. Stage Now, our proprietary onboarding tool, allowing you to bring a device from out of the box to fully configured with one simple barcode scan, as well as our support for Google's Zero Touch program. Under Manage, we offer a number of tools, some of which we'll talk about during this presentation, including our proprietary APIs, MX, that work jointly with Google's Android APIs to provide you maximum capability to control your device, as well as our support tools, like our wireless analyzer, RX logger, device diagnostic tool, etc., that allow you to see the device health and also support any issues that may arise. Under Optimize, these are tools to help your workers take better advantage of the device through tools, helping transition old ways of doing things like paper and pen to a digital world, optimizing their workflows. So let's jump in to some of the products and solutions that we wanted to cover today. Now, we had some table stakes or some things that we wanted to clarify for the group on questions that we've been frequently getting around certain areas of our devices. And the first being application deployment. In the past, customers had been very reliant on Stage Now and their EMM to go and manually download third-party applications or non-native applications, even some of Zebra's, and using these tools to install them. However, we've seen a change in the marketplace where customers are more and more reliant on leveraging Google Play and the advantages it provides, or they may be forced down that path because some of the EMM partners in alignment with Google are requesting and requiring the use of Google Play. And so with that in mind, we are actively working to have all of our Zebra value add apps available on Google Play. And we're starting with the 4 that you see here on screen. And the goal is to have some of these available publicly on Play by the end of this year. One other area that we wanted to just touch on briefly was our OEM config. And this is where customers are able to take advantage of our MX and Zebra value adds through a unified interface through their EMM. Now, in the past, on the left in the old screen, what you'll see is a very complex layout that's very hard to navigate. And on the right, a new refined approach to how we categorize, making it easier for customers to find the tools and features that they're looking for. We found that it can reduce clicks by up to 40%, which is great when everybody's stretched for time. Now let's jump into some of the newer solutions and walk through some of those. First on the list, Mobility DNA Cloud. Now this isn't available yet, so this is a sneak peek for everybody on this call. Mobility DNA Cloud offers a unified interface for all of Zebra's value-add solutions. In the past, you may have had different screens, some in the cloud, some locally hosted, to do or take advantage of the value that Mobility DNA provides. Moving forward, we're looking at driving a cloud-first solution where all of these tools are offered in a consistent manner, making it easier for customers to use them and even know what's available at their fingertips. So what are we envisioning being part of the Mobility DNA Cloud? Well, we're starting with staging, which is critical to all customers. But we want to take it further. Some things that have never been available before, like a over-the-air configuration of our MX capabilities, a LifeGuard over-the-air interface, which we'll talk a little bit more about on some future slides. All of our designer tools for EB, EKB, and in the future, EHS, simplifying and having a consistent way of accessing those to be able to configure those apps for your particular use case, as well as our new device tracker cloud solution and our support tools like our remote control. All of this will offer a much more improved experience that is streamlined and consistent, as well as solve some of the licensing challenges that our partners and customers have faced when trying to deploy and use our solutions. So this is exciting, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We plan to expand this to take a look at other aspects of the life cycle of the device, including support, analytics, etc. A really interesting area where we've been making some improvements is around our wireless and locationing. And we'll start with our Wireless Insights product, which is launched last year, and we'll see some of our partners with launching solutions going into the new year, as in 2022. Now, wireless for Zebra is broken into three key areas. First, Fusion, which many of you may be familiar with. That's the optimizations we make at a chip level to be able to have our radio function at a level and a degree that works within an enterprise environment. Less lag, better roaming, and all of those things. It also involves the APIs and the configurations that we expose to allow you to customize that radio for your unique environment. And we've always had our wireless analyzer app that allowed you on device to troubleshoot anytime an issue arose, not requiring any additional hardware or tools. We could analyze the wireless traffic to understand what was happening, but not just tell you there's a problem, but tell you how you can resolve that problem. But that was very singular. It was a one-to-one, me and my device troubleshooting. And when we looked at our AP vendors, we saw that they had a really good troubleshooting experience that was from the network down to the device. But they had a gap from the device back to the network. So it wasn't a holistic view of the wireless experience. And so we created this Wireless Insights, which is an API-driven solution that allows these vendors and other ISVs to be able to get access to these wireless insights directly from the device and feed them back into a unified dashboard. And thus, when you look at folks like Aruba, Mist, Extreme, and Cisco, inside of their existing network performance dashboard, you'll be able to see what the device user is experiencing, helping you to overcome some of the challenges that are present when it says, hey, is it a network issue or a device issue? We'll be able to correlate that and give you the answer on how to fix it and why you saw that issue. Now, is this something unique to Zebra, or could anybody offer this? Well, this graph highlights where we go above and beyond what you could get out of a generic Android client. The value that Zebra provides to not just our customers, but also our AP vendors is the ability to understand and see things at a lower level that a generic Android client couldn't. And because we're working at the chip level, we're able to analyze real traffic on the fly, look for issues, and when we see it, analyze what could be causing it and provide the analysis and the results. So you know not only that you had a problem, but why that problem occurred and how we can fix it. Now, along those lines, we are making other improvements to the wireless and locationing portfolio. First, on 802.11mc. So many of you may be familiar with this technology that allows you to more accurately pinpoint where somebody is with a device that supports it and an AP that supports it. But what we've done is we've gone lower into the algorithm to enhance the accuracy. And this is a fundamental thing at a lower level that we can change to help improve the experience. Thus, with this enhancement, when using standard APIs, calling on to 802.11mc, you're going to get a much finer grain location accuracy than you would with another vendor's devices. And then on the BLE side, many of our customers leverage BLE within their environment to help with locationing and tracking of people and objects. Now, one of the things that we've been working on is enhancing the algorithms around BLE to be able to glean more detailed insight and location information than would typically be available. And we're doing this without requiring our partners or customers to add more infrastructure to their environment. This is all done at a lower level software. Now, these features are rolling out incrementally. Some are already available in our latest LifeGuard releases, and others are coming. So we look forward to getting your feedback on how they're benefiting your business. Next, we'll talk about Device Tracker. And some of you may be familiar with it, but now we're moving Device Tracker to the cloud, and we're improving the experience. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But we're adding additional things that allow you to pinpoint exactly who might have misplaced a device and improve the operational flow of locating a device. So how does Device Tracker work? Well, let's show you. Imagine somebody's misplaced the device in the plumbing section of an environment. Now, we've notified users on the floor that there's a missing device and it was located in this area or last seen in this department. Once they go to that area, based on the tag that's been given, in this case, plumbing, they'll be able to use BLE to help locate and pinpoint the exact location where the device can be found. Once they feel like they're close or right there where the device should be, they can actually trigger the device to play a sound to alert them to exactly where the device can be found, making it very easy to quickly recover it and mark it as found. We believe that with the problems customers face today around shrink and loss and misplaced devices, this is going to be a game changer in helping customers better visualize where their devices are, see any devices that are at risk, and when a device does go missing, quickly and easily notify the team and have somebody go get it. Now, one enhancement we've made recently is around support for secondary BLE. And what this means is even if the device were to turn off, we could still locate the device leveraging the secondary BLE, which is a great improvement because that gives you time between maybe the device losing its final charge and shutting down and that secondary BLE still being active to help us locate it. Now, we are adding some new things in the very near future. Those being SSO, so being able to align a check-in, check-out program with your existing SSO providers, deeper analytics which will help in understanding more about your fleet and what's happening and what devices are more prone to being lost, etc., as well as reporting on all of that. All of this will hopefully help our customers be able to better track, locate, and recover misplaced or stolen devices. Next up, we'll briefly talk about Zebra Single Sign-On. Now, we know for a lot of our larger and medium-sized customers, single sign-on is a necessity nowadays because having users authenticate uniquely for each app is error-prone and time-consuming. And we've heard you. So what we're doing is introducing under the cover something called the Zebra Launcher app that our MDNA apps and all Zebra apps can interface with in order to be able to leverage common OAuth and SAML SSO providers or IDP providers. This allows our apps to take advantage of these solutions, making it easier for your end users to be able to take advantage of common practices that customers are leveraging today. It would be interesting to hear from the group where they see value in this. Have they been able to merge their apps to leverage SSO? Any challenges they faced in doing so, whether it's on a Zebra device or other platforms? We'd love to hear your feedback on that. So let's keep going. LifeGuard. Many of you may be familiar with our LifeGuard program, and I hope all of you are. But LifeGuard is really about getting Android updates, both security updates from Google, as well as Zebra value add updates out to you to make your device as rich as possible. And with LifeGuard, we're constantly looking for ways to improve that experience, whether it be through how we can deliver the apps, the time that we give you to migrate, visibility into what's there. LifeGuard is that security guard for your device. And we do some unique things with our devices and our program, including the amount of time we give you for OS support, in some cases up to 10 full years, as well as things like our OTP period, which allow you to stay on a previous generation OS for up to a year and still get security updates and feature enhancements, giving you time to make that migration to the next great Android version. Now, when it comes to LifeGuard, it's really taken a journey over the last number of years. You know, we started with getting LifeGuard updates out to our customers, which was done through zebra.com. And then we started to enable access to that data to our EMM partners to offer a simplified experience for our customers. Now, we've been continually evolving that to the point of introducing our own photo client so that through your EMM, you could pick an update, say, that's the one I want, and automatically under the cover, the update gets deployed to your device updates, and you never had to do anything more than say, that's the update I want. And we're driving to a more consistent experience with that and other improvements, which we'll talk about. So LifeGuard over the air, hopefully you've heard about it, but if you haven't, these are our APIs to empower ISV solutions to be able to offer a interface for zebra.com or what was traditionally found there, so that you can show your customer what updates are there, what the release notes are, what the security patch was related to it. And then once you're chosen which update is most applicable, get it down to the device with as little effort as possible. Now, with LifeGuard over the air, we've continued to introduce new functionality and more granular control. So on the far right, that's your traditional way of updating your device. You go to zebra.com, you pick the update that you think is right for you, you download it, you might package it, deploy it, you can approach that in a number of different ways, but it can be tedious. Now, in the middle, that's our OTA program. That's where you have the controls to say, inside my EMM, I see updates 1 through 10. I want to go to update number 10, but I want to do it on my conditions. So that means on this day of the week, at this time, I want it to happen in the background, and I want it to happen when the device is on charge. And you can do that. You set the policy, and all the rest is handled behind the scenes. You don't have to do anything. But let's say you're a customer and maybe you don't have a big IT team. Maybe you don't have these tools, but you do want to keep your device up to date because there are security risks involved in not doing so. Well, that's where the auto update comes in. With this type of full automation, once you opt in to getting updates, your device will naturally be alerted anytime Zebra releases a new LifeGuard patch or OS release. And when that update is available, your device is automatically going to go get it, install it in the background, and keep you up to date and secure. You could think of this as your consumer-like experience. So we believe with these type of options, our customers have the most control as well as maximum simplicity available at their fingertips. Now with Android 11 and LifeGuard, we've introduced some new functionality that we want to make you aware of. First, the automatic updates, which we just talked about. Number two, dynamic packaging. What this means is no matter what version of Android you're on, starting with Android 11 moving forward, the next time you want to go to a patch 10 or Android 12 or Android 12 patch 3, you'll always do that with one file. So you'll never need to have multiple files to be able to get to that next version, which makes it, again, much simpler. And we've also introduced AB support, which I believe we'll talk about a bit more on the next screen. But AB allows us to do the updates of these devices in the background without ever interrupting your user. Now, on the API enhancements, these are all the granular controls we're giving you to be able to manage that OS deployment in a way that works for your business. And again, we're taking that one package approach to Zebra.com as well. If you keep up to date with every monthly release we do, great. You'll have minor Delta patch updates that will be significantly smaller than any patch you've seen from Zebra in the past. But if you fall behind, no problem. Pick the next release that you want, and we'll give you one file to get there. So this really illustrates the experience. In the past, our devices on Android 8 required to go into recovery mode in order to perform the update, which meant your user might be down for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And that's just not what our customers were looking for. So on Android 10, we started to introduce AB updates, which meant that update could happen in the background without interrupting your end user. And then a simple reboot was required. But for patches, we still required recovery mode. Excuse me. On A11, what you'll notice is, regardless of what type of update you do, it's always going to happen in the background. No impact to your end user, simple reboot required, minimum size, and it'll happen over AB streaming, which means you don't need to reserve a gig of space to get an update to the device to then perform an update. As that update is downloaded, we'll apply it on the fly. Now, under data capture, we wanted to highlight some new functionality that you'll be seeing coming from our data capture portfolio, including Data Wedge. The first is our integration and our OCR support. So being able to better identify items that would manually be required in the past. And you can see some examples here in the images. So this is all about cleaner identification, leveraging the technology built into the device. Second, understanding or seeing the barcode when trying to capture. And so we'll play a quick video that shows what the enhancement is. In the event that you had multiple barcodes visible to the device, we're going to be able to pinpoint the exact barcode that the device is highlighting or going to capture as part of that that task. And hopefully the video plays. There you go. So as you can see in that video, the device is capturing 2 different barcodes. So by understanding what barcode the device is capturing, we're able to eliminate any errors and improve productivity. Now, next, on the right-hand side, what you'll see is our ability to capture an image using the built-in imager. And where this comes in handy is devices that don't have a camera, but you're still required to capture an image. We believe for those customers that have those types of devices, this is going to be a great add-on to what they already have and the investment they've made. So these are all coming very soon, but we wanted to give you a preview of what the team has been working on. Next up, and near the end of our presentation, is our Workstation Connect solution. So Workstation Connect is all about giving you the best of both worlds. Not only do you have your mobile device to do your mobile-driven tasks, but you could take that mobile device and turn it and give it that desktop-like experience for those solutions and tools that require, or workflows that require, that type of experience. So all your mobile apps work, and when you go into desktop mode, you'll be able to do things like not only support native apps and web apps, but also virtual desktop applications like those provided by folks like VMware and Citrix. This gives you the best of both worlds and eliminates the need to have dedicated PCs when a mobile device can fill the gap. So not only is there a savings on cost and investment, but users that are familiar with the mobile device are going to be comfortable leveraging this device for all these different aspects. Now, what's the experience look like? Well, we'll show you that briefly. Here you can see the end user experience. And the end user experience looks very much like a desktop-based device where you can resize your images, have multiple apps running at once, quick access to different things, customizable and resizable to meet your needs, which is great. Now, if you look at the administrator experience, what does that mean? Well, that means we can help control what the user sees and does in that mode. Maybe we want to customize the experience. So when it's docked, the background is our company logo and colors. Maybe we want to make sure that they don't get themselves in trouble by accidentally doing something in this mode. So we could put some guardrails up to help keep them focused on the task at hand. But what we believe this does is it really empowers the device to do more in your environment and to eliminate the need for duplicate solutions or tools that are only there to do half a job. Well, I appreciate everybody's time today and coming and listening to my presentation. Hopefully from this session, you've been able to glean informative and helpful information. If you're walking away with any questions or concerns or thoughts that you'd love to share, we'd be happy to discuss that with you. Please feel free to reach out to us here at the links or check out our website for more information, or reach out to myself or another member of the Zebra team. Thank you, and I appreciate your time today.